Taoiseach, this morning I was contacted by a journalist. The journalist told me that they have direct knowledge of calls made by the Garda Commissioner to journalists during 2013 and 2014, in the course of which the Commissioner made very serious allegations of sexual crimes having been committed by Garda Maurice McCabe. The Commissioner in 2015 oversaw the investigation which examined the call logs of a Garda officer who was under suspicion of leaking material to the media. If it was a fact that the Garda Commissioner was in direct contact with the media, making allegations against one of her own officers at around the same time, it would be quite extraordinary. I don't know, Taoiseach, whether the charges that have been made against the Commissioner are true or not.
Deputy, I'm concerned that you're raising points in the House that are extremely dangerous, that you're taking us into territory that I think we should not be venturing into. I'm concerned at what you're raising. And I don't think it's an appropriate matter to raise.
Can I say that yesterday it was announced that there is to be a commission of inquiry into these matters?
Yeah.
We haven't seen the terms of reference from that. Okay. The opposition benches haven't seen the redacted or full report that led the government to make the decision. And what I'm saying now,
what you're saying now,
I'm making no allegation.
No, wait now. Sorry, Deputy, just a second. To raise the question of the Commission is perfectly legitimate, absolutely so. But you have just recounted a story, a Dúirt Ban Lum go Dúirt Ban Leahy story relating to a journalist contacting you and referencing clearly the Police Commissioner, the Garda Commissioner. I do not think such a statement is appropriate.
I will be guided by you in these matters. You might recall, Ceann Comhairle.
We don't need interventions now.
You might recall, Ceann Comhairle, I have some track record in these matters.
You do.
Well, on the last occasion that such information was given to me, I went directly to the Garda Commissioner, or to the Minister for Justice, who caused an inquiry into these matters. I ended up in both the High and Supreme Court, where I was told that the proper course of action would have been to raise these matters directly in the House.
We have a long-standing tradition in this House not to name people outside the House who are not in a position to defend themselves. There is to be
a formal inquiry into these matters. I'm saying that I've been contacted by somebody who is willing to give evidence to that commission, and in the circumstances, it is my belief that the Garda Commissioner should stand aside until the inquiry comes to its own determination, and I ask the Taoiseach to agree with me on that.
Taoiseach.
Agree with you. The matter that you have raised is of the most serious import, and I know you understand that, Deputy Howlin. The Minister for Justice received the report last October from Justice Enda Kenny on his review of two protected disclosures which deal with matters of privacy, of confidentiality and of constitutional import. Now, the Minister will lay the order before the House today, as is required in dealing with commissions of investigation and matters of protected disclosure. And the report to be published will be what can be published, taking those parameters into account of privacy, confidentiality and constitutional importance. And that will be published today on advice received by the Minister. But the reason for the Commission of Investigation is because Justice O'Neill, in his review, pointed out that his review could not have attempted to establish where the truth lies in respect of the very serious allegations made here. Now, protected disclosures are protected, and the law is there for whistleblowers. But this is an issue where these are all allegations, and they are vehemently denied by the two people against whom the allegations are made. And it is for that purpose that the Attorney General would have spoken to the Chief Justice and the appointment of a judge to deal with this, as announced by the Minister yesterday. There are set procedures, Deputy Howlin, that have to be followed. The Government yesterday approved the Minister's recommendations that a commission should be set up, that the draft order which he brought to Government would be approved, that the order would be laid before the House here, and the statement of reasons in both houses of the Oireachtas, the approving of the appropriate motions, agree that a suitable person should be appointed to conduct the investigation, and that the issues are followed in correct sequence in that regard. What you have said here has been commented upon by the Count Corla in respect of hearsay, and you've answered that yourself. But as I said, what is at issue here is a series of allegations, the truth of which have not been tested yet, and which I can tell the House are wholly and vehemently denied by those against whom the allegations are made. These are not circumstances, Deputy Howlin, where a prima facie case of wrongdoing has been established, and Mr Justice O'Neill makes no findings in relation to anyone. In the case of the Garda Commissioner, as I've said on many occasions, I've consistently stated that there has been no finding of any wrongdoing of any kind against her, and in those circumstances she is entitled to our full support, and that remains the position.